These EuroBasket playoffs are insane, right?
It's not playoffs, it's knockouts. That's the difference. Playoffs when you have series.
Okay, knockouts.
But
whatever.
EuroBasket is insane and so unpredictable. So many emotions, especially for the Georgian nation. As a nation, I'm pretty sure tonight's going to be the biggest celebration they probably ever had related to basketball, without a doubt.
They never made it to the quarterfinals of the EuroBasket before.
If not for yesterday's, their best finish was 11th. I remember this because I did like a little quiz for you before. So now they're already in the top 8. Well, I just lost my thought. I was gonna say, if not for yesterday's upset of Finland and Serbia, this would be the biggest upset of the tournament. Although, don't call me a prophet, but not that unexpected when it comes to France choking in important games. This France.
That would be an upset in terms of if we looked just at flags, the history of those teams and names. But I mean, if you're watching us from the beginning of the EuroBasket, you know that we weren't convinced at any minute of this tournament that France is kind of catching up with their ranks that everyone had before the EuroBasket. They were just not there. But I just want to, let's say, spend the very first minutes for the winners.
Yes.
For those who made it to the quarterfinals. I mean, it's just how funny it is that they started the tournament beating the reigning EuroBasket champion, Spain, and basically that result eliminated Spain from the EuroBasket. They didn't even make the knockout stage for the first time since 1977 or something. And now they're beating France, who actually made the final 3 years ago. So Georgia beat 2 EuroBasket 2022 finalists.
Wow.
That's insane.
That's insane.
And I mean, the whole journey was also crazy. I mean, they had their first training before the EuroBasket. The first training with the full squad was basically on the eve of the EuroBasket, or maybe on the EuroBasket game day, 40-minute training with the full squad for this tournament. Şengeli was doubtful for the EuroBasket because of the health issues. Many thought that he won't show up. Of course, he will show up for his country. Kamar Baldwin, the guy who, I remember on our Lithuanian podcast, our colleagues were laughing at him when they saw him in Kaunas when Georgia lost by 30 or so to Lithuania, and they didn't even score 50 points or something. They thought that Kamar Baldwin was a bust. The guy is Georgian hero today. The way he scored, the way he carried the team. This whole journey is just incredible. Georgia is in the quarterfinals, and they're playing Finland. And they're one win away from making the semifinals, the round of medals.
I mean, it's a total team win, although there's a couple of guys who were obviously leading in terms of points, in terms of playmaking. You see the box score. There's 3 guys only who scored in double digits for this team. So, of course, you might think, it's only about these 3 guys. But there were plays by every player who was on the court. The effort was there, the passion was there, the underdog mentality once again prevails in this tournament. And I was surprised because obviously I predicted France to advance because I saw Georgia struggle in the group stage against teams that are not necessarily defensively very sound, and they were struggling to create shots. A lot of let's say, wrong decisions offensively, ball would get stuck, and then tough shots, all that. And that's why I was like, okay, against France. I mean, France has these perimeter guards who are actually really good on perimeter defense, like Cordinier and Maledon. I thought these 2 definitely can handle Kamar Baldwin, for example. You don't expect Kamar Baldwin to go with 24 points, 8 of 10 from the field, making some crazy shots, one of them being the step back 3-pointer at the end of the shot clock in the third quarter, where it was still a tight game. And then it seems like France, is going to get the stop because the possession is stuck. The ball didn't move for the last 5 seconds. Shot clock is down. He's in the corner. Nothing's happening. He steps back, drains this 3-pointer that's heavily contested. And I feel like these kind of shots demoralized France, and also the fact that France couldn't score themselves. So Georgia just ran on the break and also got a lot of transition buckets. But that's just going to into the details of the game. We will probably talk a bit more about that. Do you have anything more to add about like the character, other things about Georgia, because that's what the difference was for me. Like
Yeah.
like we just said in the beginning, it's not names playing basketball. That's what you need to realize. It's not whoever's stronger on paper. It's who actually shows up. Who I know, like, it might be an underestimated factor, but like team chemistry, body language, vibes, this passion in general,
support, belief, in the
fire
process.
in your eyes to want to win this game. Although we were saying Goga Bitadze sometimes looks like he's
doing
just
things
struggling.
opposite.
Yeah, something's the opposite. But all the other guys, look at the bench. Like, look at the bench of one team and the other. One is a cohesive unit, small team, like a small nation in general, fighters. The other is a bunch of talent, bunch of names, bunch of young names, let's say, who don't have the experience yet, and just not very cohesive. The team didn't click together. It's crazy.
Not sure what to add. I mean, you could see during the last timeout when it was basically all clear that Georgia will win this game. They were up by 8 or something. You could see when the guys actually jumped over the board at the bench, some of these guys were crying, like literally, because they knew that the quarterfinals are coming and how much it meant for them. And it felt like, you can say that they are limited with their backcourt talent, ball handlers, shooting, or whatever. They were struggling during the group stage, but we never questioned their hearts. And they played with their souls from the very beginning. I mean, Tornike Shengelia, who had ups and downs because the guy literally couldn't prepare for the EuroBasket due to health concerns. He had a very strong start. I think he started the game with 9 points in the first quarter. He was perfect from the field until the third quarter or something. He was shooting threes like crazy, 3 of 4 in this game. And I checked that, except from this Cyprus game, which can, make things look funny, he was only 1 of 6 in the other remaining EuroBasket games. When it mattered, the guy was making those 3-pointers. The same with Kamar Baldwin. I mentioned that our colleagues were very doubtful about his abilities to help this specific Georgian national team because of the fit. I remember that Džikić from the day one, he was, again, believe in the process. He was saying that the guy has a great personality, high IQ. His personality is insane. He's very coachable, and he always believed when he actually struggled and had those very low numbers. Yeah. And my God, this celebration. I mean,
and I just wanted to add before you went to Baldwin about Shengelia that he was doing this against his direct matchup, Yabusele, who's supposed to be the leader of France, let's say. So also like our colleague Rytis, who was commentating in Lithuanian, noticed, like, one guy is on, let's say, a decline in their career, Tornike Shengelia. If you look at his numbers, his status in the EuroLeague,
his age,
he's going down, let's say, in terms of production, age, like stats, all these kind of things. It's not the prime Shengelia, right? And then Yabusele is on this rise. He's now in the NBA, back in the NBA, just signed the deal with the New York Knicks. And then you see complete domination from one side compared to the other. And I guess, I hope that's enough praise to the Georgian team.
Coach Džikić also deserves a lot of praise.
Yeah. I actually, so why I'm not shocked sitting here that France lost? Because few things we mentioned a few times now, and we'll have to repeat, wrapping up why France just got eliminated. Number one, we said there's no hierarchy, right? So no hierarchy in terms of offensively, who's your clear leader, who's taking the ball, who's making plays happen when it matters. And that was very evident at the end because actually shooting-wise, this team shot 6 of 36 from 3. This is 16%. All the guards that they had couldn't make shots.
I will let you to continue, but I just want to interrupt you in this one. When I see my team shooting 6 of 36, I don't know what's the health status of Nadir Hifi, but I'm trying the guy. He proved everything in the EuroLeague last season with Paris. If I see that my team is struggling just, hitting this rim, I'm definitely giving some time to Nadir Hifi, and it's not like it was a problem only tonight. It was the problem
Every game almost.
obvious in basically every game. So I was surprised that Nadir Hifi. I know that he should have been cut. He was cut already from the camp, and he joined only after the injury happened before the tournament. But still, I'm surprised he didn't get any chance. But yeah, you can continue.
Yeah. So okay, Cisco had a better start, let's say, better first half, but throughout the game also inconsistency. Same happened with his one great performance against Slovenia. After that, you looked at the stats. You said like 2-3 points per game.
Yeah, it's Cisco's case is might be different. It's quite a sensitive topic because he also admitted that this racism attack after that game. You remember this incident with Doncic shaking hands and then making this layup when no one expected. He actually suffered a huge racist attack on his social media. It was all over his social media, and he admitted that he was affected by that. And you can actually look at his stats. I mean, it went down from 32 points to 3 points in every game. So basically, it was his best game afterwards. So yeah, he faced some big mental challenges to recover and to come back. And at the same time, you have to lead this French team without the leader. So, it's a difficult case of Francisco.
But yeah, I mean, these idiots in the comment, whoever did that, like, don't understand that these are humans, by the way. First and foremost. But anyways, yeah, I understand that part. But that sucks. But also Kobo you can look at. Also very poor game from him, 1 of 5 from 3. He had a few possessions where he took it to the rack, was a bit more aggressive, but in general, I think Georgia had a nice game plan of letting France shoot more threes than get into the paint. They were packing the paint. They have the size. That's what for sure they have. They have all the Goga Bitadzes and Sandro Mamakelashvili and Tornike playing all three at the same time. And when these three big bodies are in there, it's hard to score from the inside. Of course, there were some situations where Yabusele was able to score from the post, or Mamjate was able to score from the inside. But generally speaking, besides those situations, besides some ISO play that's inconsistent for this French team, it's an ugly offense to watch most of the games, and this one including this one. And yeah, so this is one thing. Another thing besides hierarchy, I think, is this just lack of, like a leader you need to have, not only like an offensive leader, but like an emotional leader. For example, I feel like Yabusele, as the most experienced national team player in this tournament for this team, he's a great like energy guy. He gets hyped up. He can hype everyone else up, but can he stabilize the team when things are not going right? Like, can he, he doesn't seem like he has those qualities of like a Nicolas Batum, Fournier, De Colo, all these veterans that you don't have compared to even last year. Of course, there's other players that are missing, but generally speaking, I feel like it was a very young team, this France team, and that's why it cost them, in these moments, some leadership out of the court. Even like we said, they looked dejected on the bench. Like there's no spark,
except from Cordinia.
Cordinia was the only one.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's what I felt. I felt like France wasn't a team. They weren't a team in this tournament.
Yeah. But this is a EuroBasket. This is a EuroBasket. I mean, who could have thought about this bracket that we're having right now? Finland is facing Georgia in the quarterfinals. We have Poland in quarterfinals against Turkey. Lithuania made it without Rokas Jokubaitis. Hey, guys, I don't want to jinx anything, but Israel is facing Greece.
Yeah.
And many see Greece as kind of strong favorites to win that one, but this tournament proved that I'm not sure what to expect.
It proved that you don't want to be favorites. You don't want to be considered favorites.
Guys cannot strive under the pressure so far. Really,
something's up. It's crazy, actually. Yeah, what you said. Remember when Serbia lost against Turkey? We thought, oh my God, it mixed everything up. Now Serbia is going to that other side of the bracket where it's going to be Germany, France, and Serbia in the same side. So we'll have to have a quarterfinal when at least two of those teams face each other. We'll have a semifinal where two of the top three will have to play in the semifinal, and one of these teams from the other side of the bracket will make it to the final because of, you know, how it all ended up. Now we don't even have two of these teams in the quarterfinals. How can you expect that? Like, how can you, in any predictions, in anything, how can you expect that? You would be called crazy, to be honest, to say
Easily.
that Finland is going to play Georgia.
One of them will be in the semifinals. Top four
Yes.
will include Finland or Georgia.
That's insane, actually.
That's this EuroBasket.
This is a
insane.
fairy tale for whichever of the two small nations that will make it. And yeah, I mean, we keep going, guys. If you want to keep going, make sure to follow us on our Instagram account. As you saw some of our great social media posts, you can find them at BasketNews on Instagram and Twitter. Also, BasketNews.com for what, Donatas? What's on BasketNews.com?
There's some extra content, especially for BN Plus members. We have this BN Plus subscription, which you can get on basketnews.com/plus, because first of all, there's everything on basketnews.com, all the post-game reactions, bigger events, bigger quotes, some interesting facts and stuff. But there's also Beyond Plus community that we have in our Discord channel, having lots of discussions about a lot of different things, but most importantly, it's quite healthy discussion that we managed to keep it peaceful, funny, entertaining, but at least no violence, no bad stuff. Quite healthy basketball environment.
It's still European basketball, you know. And don't forget to also subscribe to this channel if you haven't done so already. Put the notification bell on so you don't miss out on our next reaction, which is going to be Italy versus Slovenia. Let's go.